In 1945, the world was in the final stages of the Second World War, a conflict that had already caused unimaginable suffering across the globe. Countries were fighting for survival, territory, and power, and Japan had become a central player in the Pacific, occupying many regions and challenging the Allied forces. As the war dragged on, the United States sought a way to end the fighting quickly and save the lives of its soldiers. After years of research and secrecy, a team of scientists working on the Manhattan Project developed a weapon of unprecedented power, capable of destroying entire cities in moments. The decision to use this weapon rested on the shoulders of President Harry S. Truman, who faced the impossible choice between continuing a brutal war or unleashing a force that could kill tens of thousands of innocent civilians instantly. On the morning of August 6, 1945, the city of Hiroshima, an industrial and military hub with over 350,000 residents, became the first target of this new weapon. A plane named Enola Gay flew above the city, releasing a bomb known as Little Boy. The explosion that followed was catastrophic. Buildings were flattened, fires consumed entire neighborhoods, and countless lives were lost in an instant. Survivors were left with burns, injuries, and the unimaginable trauma of witnessing their homes, families, and friends destroyed. The streets were filled with chaos, fear, and despair, as people struggled to understand the scale of the devastation. Emergency services were overwhelmed, hospitals destroyed, and the city was plunged into a scene of horror that few could imagine. 3 days later, on August 9, Nagasaki, another important industrial city, faced a similar fate. The bomb, known as Fat Man, fell from the sky, spreading destruction and death across the city. Thousands of people died immediately, while many more were wounded, suffering from burns, broken bones, and radiation sickness. Families were torn apart, homes reduced to rubble, and the survivors faced a struggle for survival in a city that had been almost completely obliterated. The survivors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, known as Hibakusha, carried with them not only the memory of that day but also the long-term consequences of the bombings. Many suffered from illnesses caused by radiation, including cancers and genetic effects that affected future generations. Yet, amidst the suffering, stories of resilience, courage, and hope emerge. Bombings ultimately led to Japan's surrender on August 15, 1945, bringing an end to World War II. Hiroshima and Nagasaki became symbols of the need for peace, disarmament, and the careful consideration of scientific power. These events remind humanity of the fragility of life, the destructive power of war, and the importance of choices guided by compassion and foresight.